8 spectacular discoveries made entirely by mistake. The 8-cornered mammoth were many prehistoric animals discovered over time. But few were found in a similar way. In early 2014 at a Bethel construction site while workers were digging up something that they don't see every day. A 2.5-meter-long mammoth corner has been called in by paleontologists to investigate, and 16,000 years of age have been established after radiocarbon dating. The discovery was exhibited at the Bercy Museum in Skiathos and caused a considerable delay in the construction of the number 7, a slightly older woman in another construction site, this time in Florida. When building a road, one of the workers found some teeth in the ground, which was ignored, but assuming that they came from a wild animal. Continuing the work, however, they came across something harder to overlook than a human finger. And not just a human finger, but a 2,000-year-old finger. After a week of excavations, the rest of the remains were found, which turned out to belong to a woman 1.5 meters tall, estimated to be 30 years old, who is believed to have belonged to the Native American tribe. The number 6 spider considered lost for 30 years, this little creature could not be found. In fact, many researchers believe that it has been completely eradicated. That's until the project to build a new highway in San Antonio, Texas was started. The spider with the official name Suka came in dimensions compared to that of a coin. It's not poisonous, it doesn't have semi-transparent eyes, and it has stopped the works of millions of dollars of the construction site. Who would have thought that something so small could have such a big impact? Issue 5. Explosive surprise in 2013. Also working on a construction site. This time in Belgrade, it turned into at least a dangerous activity, when the workers managed to dig up nothing but a bomb. It turned out that the bomb was of German origin and dated to World War II. The work was obviously interrupted, and after long operations the bomb was transferred and detonated to a military base containing about 600 kilograms of explosives, enough to decimate an entire neighborhood. Number 4. A pile of diamonds. It would not be incredible to buy a business and when you renovate it you will find a diamond bag. Well, it's not just fiction, it's something that happened to Tim Johns in Fresno, California. After he hired a construction company to renovate his jewelry store, one of the workers found a diamond envelope hidden behind a drawer. It is alleged that the former owner's business was sold by his daughter after he died. The discovery sparked a legal battle to determine who owns the Finn Johns diamonds or the face of the former owner. Number 3. The monk inside. Another unusual discovery is that of the Buddha statue seen in the picture. The statue was bought from a temple in China by a private buyer and brought to the Netherlands for professional restoration. Scientists involved in the restoration were shocked after an X-ray scan of the statue. Inside was a 1,000-year-old mummified monk. Equally interesting is that the mummy had no organs. He is believed to have starved to death as a sign of his faith. Researchers believe that the monk's body was kept in the temple for 200 years, and when the process of damaging the mummy began, the monks placed it in a statue to preserve it. Number 2. The Army Beyond is something you've probably heard of, but it's worth mentioning as it is one of the greatest discoveries in history. The Terracotta Army was discovered on March 29, 1974 in the Shaanxi region of China. Although fragments of terracotta have been found in the area for hundreds of years, the incredible statues remained buried until 1974 when they were accidentally discovered by a worker digging a well. The army contained more than 8,000 soldiers, 130 of whom were 520 cavalry and 150 cavalry. The large army belongs to Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a united China, and covers an area of 98 square kilometers. The fascinating discovery is that it dates back to 210 BC, which means over 2,000 years. Today, due to the damage, most soldiers have a copper color. Initially being painted in vivid colors, we can only imagine what the whole tomb looked like at the completion of its number 1. The first artists in the world. On the first place we have a discovery at least prehistoric. The discovery of these cave drawings was made in 1940 by a group of young people who followed their dog in a cave near the village of Montignac located in France. Cave. It contained over 600 drawings depicting large animals and flora corresponding to fossils dating from the Upper Paleolithic. The drawings are estimated to be at least 17,000 years old. 8 years after the discovery of the cave was opened to the public for visiting. In the 1960s, due to carbon dioxide and light, the cave was closed to the public to preserve it, and in 1983 an incredibly well-executed replica of the cave was built for the general public and can be visited today. This was my video. If you liked it, don't hesitate to subscribe.